Hello and welcome to Kerbal Space Ram. But before we continue with the plainly reviewing planes, I'd like to mention an idea I had and run it by you. This is the poll about that idea. You know the Telltale games, like The Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us, The Walking Dead again, Game of Thrones, etc. And soon to be Minecraft. Well, I've always been interested in them, but I've only seen bits and pieces of them and never really gotten a chance to play them. I was thinking about how a common theme throughout those games is having timed choices. And I was thinking, I want to do a playthrough where I'm indecisive and I play each of their games without ever choosing an option on the timed choices. And furthermore, I was thinking I could live stream this and put up straw polls every time there was a non-timed choice and give the audience about, 5 or 6 minutes to answer, including posting it on social media or whatever, and just give random people about 5 minutes to answer for me and then continue in the game, and then edit these together into a video series. And I'll call it Guard Indecisively Plays, insert Telltale game name here. And so basically I'm asking, do you think I should make this a thing? It'll be live streams that I'm also recording, and then I'll edit them together afterwards to make videos to go up on my channel. Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think you'll stop by? Are you going to unsubscribe just because I do this? Or something else entirely? Please comment on the video and, choose other if you go to this poll. And, poll link in the description, of course. And let me know if you think this is a crazy idea, or a good idea, or what. Now to go back to plainly reviewing. Today is the Metalman 333 special because today's craft are all by Metalman 333. Starting off, we have the Two-Directioner Mark II. See why it's called that? Oh wow, this isn't 2 directions, this is 4 directions. I mean, 2 directions, 2 orientations. I can see the point of it already. Hey look, I'm bothering to read the description. Of course, I really need to remember to do that. I should always read the descriptions in here, but I'm not necessarily going to read descriptions you send with things. Can fly both directions and even land upside down. Control from the probe so you can change your navball orientation. Action groups forward and backward. Okay, so we'll give it a try. We'll take off, and then we'll suddenly reverse direction midair. Of course, everything is lined up right on the center. Actually, the center of lift is slightly ahead of it. But that's okay, because, we're going to immediately turn around and go the other way. So, I'm not too worried about it. Does have big fat wings. Where's the vertical stabilizers? Does this thing not have vertical Okay, flaw number 1. Always have some form of vertical stabilizer, and I'll hopefully get a chance to demonstrate why. Ah yes, tech fuel balancer. I was told that every plane that I was going to use here today would require this, so I honestly have no idea how to use it. I'm guessing I've just used it properly. I'm just going to tell it to balance everything. There we go. So now I assume I don't have to worry about it. If I close it, hopefully it's still active. Anyhow, let's take off with this thing. And, oh, yeah, I made a major problem. Wait, no. That's hilarious. Ah, the problems of having... Oops. Well, I guess we're going the other way. Now where's the probe I'm supposed to be controlling this from in order to go backwards? And we'll figure it out mid-flight. Is this a probe? That's a reaction wheel. Oh, accidentally made the window freeze a moment. I possibly destroyed the probe. Oh, you cheeky. Cheeky. See this? This is his vertical stabilizer. One of his vertical stabilizers. I'm assuming there's another one glitched in back here. Cheeky, cheeky. Glitching in your vertical stabilizers. Cheeky, cheeky. Okay. Well, I can't demonstrate to you why you need vertical stabilizers with this plane because it actually has them after all. It just has them hidden. Alright. So, let me think. Whoa. Oh, it's not exactly what I meant to do, but it kind of works. Whoa, oh, shit. Because I wanted to land this to demonstrate landing it. Alright. No, we're going up. I need to be... Okay. This thing glides far too well for its own good. Yes, landing a plane with the controls reversed is quite annoyingly difficult. Especially because it's really reversed right now, because when I'm pointed up into the sky on the indicator, I'm going down. When I want to go down, I have to pull up. When... Oh, why are my controls not... Okay, that was weird. I've been having these momentary keyboard spazzes where my keyboard just fails to work for a moment or two. But yes, always have vertical stabilizers, and even if you have to glitch them in, I guess, although it doesn't look as good, but, well, I mean, I guess he was trying to observe this, preserve this, everything is the same on both sides look to it. But yeah, that's that. It flies quite insanely, so I think it's super maneuverable. That's not literally super, well, I think literally, no, not quite. Literally super maneuverable. If you look that up, that's a real term, and it's where a craft is inherently unstable to offer more maneuverability. This craft on launch was slightly super maneuverable, although going backwards, let's see, we knocked off weight on the front. Actually, it was super maneuverable throughout the whole time we were flying it, because super maneuverable means unstable, which means your center of lift in front of center of mass, as well as other things, but of course KSP is massively simplified. Next, we have the bigger SSTO Mark IV, which contains MechJeb. He didn't tell me that I'd need MechJeb, and he left it on 2 of his craft. I'm guessing this one has the same problem. Yeah, so I'm going to have to ask you to send me fixed files. In the meantime, however, we can go take a look at the weird plane Mark I. Oh no, the SPH actually broke. See, if you ever get this, where it says vessel name, description, and this all good, yeah, that can happen sometimes. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's done the thing where the buttons don't work either. Well, this button works. Let's see if we can load something that's... No, dude, yeah, it's just... I'm gonna have to restart. That's nice. And here we are. Oh, okay, yeah, he's got wings massively clipped into each other. Okay, this is why you don't do that. Look at that. That is... Ah, it's so hideous. Just look at that. The Z fighting all over the place. That's what that's called, by the way. When you see the textures glitching like that, it's because the processor is trying to decide, specifically the graphics processor, is trying to decide which one of these is on top when their values are all equal. So it's like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, and then eventually it gives up and kind of chooses, and you get this weird glitchy effect. And it's just, it makes me not want to look at it. This is a box plane. Like, it's, you see what I mean? It's kind of like a box. It's weird. It's not a literal box plane, but it's like a box. Does this have fuel? Damn. I was going to say, does this have fuel in it? Because that'd be fun. That is a weird design. That is so strange. Oh, and it's got these weird, these are at weird angles too. This is so weird. What the hell, man? You make weird stuff. I can't wait to see those SSTOs, assuming you send me fixed files, or I go install MechJeb. I guess I could do that. I'm not going to do that this episode, but I could do that for next episode. In fact, I think I will, just for you. Okay, so let's give this thing a... Actually, let's look at these first. It's super maneuverable. Awesome. Let's go give it a launch. Probably should have read the instructions in the description, assuming there were some. Too late now. Doesn't this thing have like its own decoupler? No, it doesn't. Okay. Let's see. Takes off fairly easy. Well, of course it would. It's super maneuverable. Rotates very slowly, which is kind of funny because technically it's... Well, it's got the instability part down. Oh, see, there you go. There's the super maneuverability. You wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't super maneuverable. Now come on, recover, or just crash. Now see, that's the advantage of designing your plane as a giant box. You can actually survive some crashes that way. I don't know where our quote pilot was, or if it was a probe. I think it was a probe. It was in the front though. I find it interesting that this engine's still running, considering I shut the engines down before everything broke, meaning that that engine shouldn't have been able to keep running like that. Let's observe the flight of the lone winglet. and the amazingness that is aerodynamics in KSP. And on that, I think I will leave you for today. Thanks for watching. As always, see you in space.